Aquarius, Pisces, to your July 16th through the 19th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your reading. First card coming out for you is sitting in your own quiet power and knowing your inner truth. Nothing is going to stop you from understanding this truth, right? This is your inner truth. It's kind of a truth. It's like I'm sitting in my quiet power, but yet I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. I know the truth, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. First card coming out underneath that is staying faithful and knowing your purpose. This is why pretty much you are staying within your inner truth, is because you know your purpose. You understand what's going on over here. You could even be in rejuvenation mode and a healing mode, and you don't want anybody to mess that up. That's a good thing to do, guys. Making sure that you are staying calm, cool, and relaxed, but keeping that faith alive. It's almost like I know what's going on. I know how to stay calm, and I don't want anyone to know exactly what is going on at this time. Especially if you're dealing with someone who is just kind of under your skin right now. You don't want them to know what your thoughts are, or that you know the truth about the situation. Okay. Or knowing where your purpose is. You do have the love over here. It's because I have the love, the creativity, and these new feelings that are going on. And when you're sitting in your quiet power and your inner truth, you probably do have the Ace of Cups, right? I do have, because there's that peace, that calm, that hope, and having that understanding. And I do think you do have new feelings, because when you're sitting in your own truth, you're like, aha, I got this. This is because you felt like you were overcommitted to a situation, feeling overwhelmed. I don't want you to know things that are going on within my life. Could even be proprietary, oh my gosh, redoing things. For some reason, that word just does not want to come out. But you're definitely reorganizing everything, because it could be feeling like this relationship, what's going on within my life, at work, however it is, everything is either dysfunctional, it's disorganized, and I want to shift things around. Okay? So, definitely want to do that. Definitely want to shift things around, get everything organized for yourself. There's a lot of lack of balance over here, when it comes to whatever the situation is. And so, by sitting in your own inner truth, you are balancing the situation for your favor. It does feel like a lot of this is for your favor. It could even be, if you have children, it's for their favor as well. But however it is, you have this ambitious drive that's coming towards you to want to get moving, get going. You might even feel like, you know what, I'm done defending my belief system. I'm going to sit in my own inner truth over here. There's a lot of fast thinking going on. Everything you're doing is really quick, though, because you are the King of Swords in reverse. So when you are sitting in your quiet, power and inner truth over here, guys, it's almost like, because I'm not going to let you weaken me down anymore, right? There could be a lot of manipulation around you. You might be really catching on to a lot of situations that are going on that you don't like. And this is where it feels like you are going to be driven to succeed in what areas of your life you are going for that purpose, especially with the star over here. You're saying that now I know what my purpose is, but I'm not telling. And there's a lot of fast action, a lot of fast moving thinking going on. But it does feel like you might have somebody around you that you are kind of in a self-protection mode against. And that's where the overwhelmed feeling is coming from. Feeling like maybe somebody is being stingy. Maybe you have somebody who's overspending money, and you're kind of sitting over here going, sit there and tell me that this money is going here and there, but I know where it's going, right? So yeah, and if you're dealing with somebody who's manipulating the situation, you could feel like there's a kind of a possessiveness that's going on around you, but you're very aware of what your surroundings are. And I'll tell you one thing: if you didn't know exactly what was going on before, you definitely do now. It's almost like I sat, I thought, I pondered, and now I'm going, and I know exactly what I'm going to. It does feel like you do have this personal transition going on within the situation. You may have the feeling of there's some kind of emotional baggage going on here that has some unfinished business, and that could just be you knowing what you know, right? I'm in the knowing. I know what I know, and I don't want to say anything. You might even be moving away, not finishing that, saying, you know what, I don't want to care. I don't care. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to leave threads behind because I'm not really worried about it at this time. So some of you may be just leaving the situation with them wondering, well, where'd they go? Right? That's kind of like when we just kind of like leave our job and walk right out. The boss doesn't know you didn't give in a 2 weeks notice. You didn't do anything. You just left the job. I've done that before. Okay, and getting over here on the star over here. Getting to the hope and the calm and the faith over here, and knowing your purpose is because you are releasing the fear and repressing all the emotions. It's almost like I'm tired of repressing the emotions. I'm just going to keep faith. And I do see now that you're actually going through some real healing instead of just keeping those in your heart, your safe zone in your heart-shaped box over here. Just kind of, I'm going to actually release this. I'm actually going to feel happier over here with this love and having the Lovers, understanding the choices that you have, the choice within strength, right? The choice in understanding. You might even have a new love that's coming in. And you might have to, know your inner peace. I'm not having, love over here. So now I may be having to choose through, from another one. For some of you, you have this new love that is coming in and they're giving you these choices, making you think, right? It's like, well, I'm sitting in my own inner truth over here and you're overwhelming me. It could even be a job that's coming in and you're having to think of the choice of which one to go through. But I think you kind of have that understanding though. I think as you get to the Knight of Swords over here with this fast thinking and fast action, you're kind of understanding because it does look like you are, curious about this new kind of message that's coming through, this new proposal that you have, whether it's partnership, job, whatever it is, because whatever you're sitting in your quiet truth of, that this other thing is upsetting you, overwhelming you. You're disorganized. So as the fast thinking comes through, it's like I have this long-term view. Looking at which one has the sustainable results. You put in a lot of hard work, into maybe the first relationship, the first job, the first career, but now you're kind of like looking at, is this got a better investment? Can I invest better in this? Will this, have better results to the situation? Should I take this chance? Should I take this opportunity? A lot of you, it is work, right? Looking at what it is, whatever you're passionate about. You might know that there's something going on that you might need to learn. Maybe you're learning a new trade. Maybe you want to learn a new trade. Maybe you know that if I go to this other one, I'm just going to be kind of more of an apprentice, learning, but the pay is much better. It has better rewards. Or you could be just learning about this other person that's really caught your attention and you're like, however it is, you do know that there is kind of a resistance to change at this time as you're really thinking more about the situation, because it's more of a thinking, a curiosity that's caught your emotions and your mind, right? You do have the Wheel of Fortune over here because you are tired of doing the same thing over and over. And that's kind of crazy because it says repetitive tasks. It's like I keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over with this person or this job. And it's getting, I'm tired of it. I'm bored of it. So even though there just feel like there's a little bit of resistance to change until you actually figure out what it is you truly want, it is talking about wanting to break the cycle of the repetitiveness, right? We fight, then we make up. We fight, then we make up. We fight, then we make up. I'm tired of this job. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's been that way. So maybe it's just a lot of boredom too, of movement. So it does look like your overall over here is the progress and the action. Determined to want to make a change. Determined to want to go into a new area within your life. Really feeling that. Making major breakthroughs. These new ideas and this new success. Seeing what it is you need to see. Right? Not wanting any new conflicts. You're just, I just want peace of mind because that's why I'm sitting in my inner truth. And I think your inner truth, a lot of it is too, is that I don't want you to know what I'm thinking. Like I said before, you don't want them to know what you're thinking. I know the truth within the situation. but I'm also looking at something else too. So that's very interesting, which is actually good though, because it's going to allow you to look at the bigger picture to the situation, right? So that's very good. Let's see what's going on over here. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. Well, there it is, technology. Maybe you are looking at something that has to do with technology. Maybe you want to learn a new trade in technology. But knowing that you want some kind of progress, and the gateway is open for that progress right now, as you are healing and getting your spiritual acceleration, as you are really moving over here. The sword of truth, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough. It's the same as the Ace of Swords, knowing that you want to break those cords of that breaking the cycle, right? Having the understanding that I want to break this cycle that I keep continuing to keep going, over and over and over with. Let's see what your dream card over here has to say. You could be having these dreams. These dreams could be, that. Otherwise, they're just really good for messages. If you are having this dream, then you'll know exactly what it means now, right? Okay. Remember, guys, you can always Google them, too. Nudity. I love that one because the nudity is talking about going back to your divine roots, knowing who you are, right? Knowing exactly who you are and finding yourself. That's finding my inner self, being who I want to be, knowing who I am. And art. Ooh, that one I might actually have to look up. I don't know if I know that one. Hold on, guys, I gotta get my book. I'm actually not positive on that one. Let's see, that's 5, art. This is the creation, the artist, the imagination, observation, and communication of feelings. Well, we see the feelings because of the water, so we pretty much already knew that one. But what is it really saying? It's really trying to tell you, right? Now let's put the two together. So if you have the nudity with the art, right? But if you are having dreams of either of these, this is just trying to tell you that you do have your imaginations and your communications of feelings are really coming through. We see that with the Ace of Cups, though, as well, right? So, yeah. And with that, nudity is the truth, the structure, going back to the dance of life, going back to who, like I said, who you truly are. So you could say, I'm kind of imagining my life the way it should be. I'm imagining my life the way I want to create it. Remember, you're co-creating your own life, going back to your own story. This is the story I want to tell about my life, and it's definitely not here. I'm ready for the change. I'm ready to get back to where I feel comfortable, because whatever is going on, you're not feeling comfortable. That's why you are looking curiously at new areas within your life, looking at new things that bring you happiness, bring you joy, bring you back to who you are, right? Okay, and for the overall card of the reading is, overall card, please, Spirit. Besides the Chariot and the Ace of Swords is, embrace, the new world is coming your way. You are embracing into a new world. You are standing within your roots. You are placing yourself into a completion and into a new cycle. And as soon as you make this move, you know there, okay, you open up this gateway for a new cycle change. Awesome. Now I'm going to walk. Now I'm going to take that action and embrace this new idea, embrace this new feeling. I'm going to dance right into it, right, with that nudity card. Just make sure that, don't go into the new job naked. Yeah, you're going to be kind of naked, though, if it's a new job. You're going to feel maybe a little naked. If it's a new job that you're starting and that you have to be kind of an apprentice, But it's okay, because your willpower and your self-expression and all the things that this newness is going to help you out, because you're going to have this, like, This feels so good, right? Okay, so in the moment, if you can remove your judgment and criticism and truly listen to someone, you will empower them. So if you guys are dealing with a new person that you're listening to, you're like, hey, you know, they're trying to get you to date them, they're trying to get you to do this and that. Listen to what they have to say, right? Because you're already kind of curious about what they're saying. So make sure you're listening in depth, right? Don't be afraid to slow down at this. Oops, excuse me. Don't be afraid to slow down as this is when you can make real inner changes. And that's what I'm saying about that world over there. Don't slow down. Keep that fast action. You are becoming the Knight of Swords. You have the fast action thinking, and you need that. You need that, right? Because you're like, I'm done. And a lot of times when we are done and we think fast, that's when we want to be a little impulsive. And sometimes impulsion can be really bad, and sometimes it's very good because otherwise you could say, oh no, if I don't do something about this quickly, I'm going to be stuck here because I know myself, I won't move that fast, right? So you want to master the step you're on. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it was put there for a reason, and all of this is happening really fast for you so that you will embrace exactly what you're doing. It's almost like Spirit is saying, I know you won't take the action. I know you probably won't move as quick, but if I do this and I throw that at you, oh, what are you going to do? Oh, take it, right? You have so many swords over here. You're like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. And they want to hit you fast while you're still ready. Because if you give yourself too much thought about what it is, and oh, I don't know, I'm comfortable and I'm used to doing this and that. No, they want to get you out of that comfort zone. They want you to get out of that, breaking that cycle so that you can have the release and the completion and feel like yourself and embrace the new you, the new world around you, right? And really getting out and really cutting all those cords and breaking out of that negative phase. Because you could say, oh, I feel okay right now. But guess what, guys? It's a cycle of bad karma. It's a cycle, right? It's the cycle. It comes back and it goes back and forth, and you know it. So you could say, oh, well, right now, I guess everything's going okay. I'll just stay. But then, you know, in 2 weeks, it's right back where it starts from because this type of cycle never changes. It just doesn't. It's the back and forth. It never releases itself until you release yourself. Right? Because in seriousness, even sometimes you think, oh, it's okay. I have control over it. That's the Wheel of Fortune upside down. You have no control over that. Right? You think you have so much control, but then all of a sudden it's out of control. And that's where you are again right now. You're like, it's out of control. I'm done. Give me this. So they're throwing all these swords at you to say, go, go, go. Here's a new person. Here's a new job. Here's this, right? You want to take that action. Take all of those blessings that you have coming in and run with them with the Chariot. You guys got this. Till next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.